Hello everyone, today I'm going to review a very interesting effect, a very interesting application called Enlighta by Jithu. Now imagine this scenario. Imagine you borrow a spectator's phone, you turn on their flashlight. Now you show them that their flashlight is on. Now you take out your phone and now just a tap and the flashlight gets transferred to your phone. Now just a tap back again, the flashlight goes back to the spectator's phone. Now you just shake the phones, both the phones start blinking one at a time, and whenever you want, just a shake or a tap, both the flashlights go out and you end clean. That is one of the possible effects that you can do with Enlighta. Another effect, your hands, it's hands free. Now imagine you switch their flashlight on, you put it on a table. Now you take a phone and put it face down on the table as well. Now you can do anything you want without your hands touching the phone. Just a snap, the flashlight jumps from the spectator's phone to your phone. Just a snap, the light goes back to the spectator's phone. Just a snap, both the phones starts blinking. Now and one more time, 1, 2 and 3, just a snap, all the phones go out. Now you can do this. The best part of this is you can do this with multiple phones. Now you have 4 or 5 phones on the table and you snap one, the light goes to phone number 1, snap goes to phone number 2, snap to 3, snap then back to the magician's phone and snap, all the phones starts blinking together. So that is another possible effect that you can do. Another effect which I'm going to demonstrate today is you make a prediction on the spectator's phone and you put their phone on the table. You do not even touch the phone from then on. You never touch the phone. Okay, now you take a deck of cards and you ask the spectator to touch any card they want. They take the card out. For example, they take out the 4 of diamonds. Now this is the magical part. Now you take your phone and turn on your flashlight, keep it on the table. Just a snap, the light from the phone, from your phone, jumps to the spectator's phone. Now you ask them to think of their card and try to project their thought as, imagine that thought is electricity and they are transferring the entire electricity in the form of light to their phone, and you snap your finger, their phone starts blinking and it blinks the number of times their card is, like if the card is 4 of diamond, it blinks 1, 2, 3 and 4, stop, and then the suit, that is clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is diamonds, and then it stops. Now you ask them to turn their phone over and see the prediction, which says exactly that playing card, that is 4 of diamond. So that is another possibility. So you can see the number of possibilities. The possibilities are endless that you can do with Enlighta. How crazy is that? The moment I saw this effect, the moment I got this effect, I was mind blown by the number of possibilities that you can do. It's a tool. It's a very interesting tool which manipulates the light on the spectator's phone to create an outcome of your choice. Now let's dive deep into it and see what is Enlighta, what are their benefits, and what more can you do with it. So let's go. So that was the basic idea of what Enlighta does, the number of possibilities that Enlighta does. I have listed a number of effects that it can do, but like I said, it is a utility tool to create digital magic. So you can customize it as per your requirement. The application, you get an application, and everything is in the application. Everything is thought of, everything is covered, and it's highly customizable according to your choice. You can customize it to the second. Okay, you can customize it to the second the light goes on off. You can set the amount of seconds, you can set the amount of number of times it blinks, and the best part is that you do not even have to touch their phone or your phone, because there are some cases where there are different types of trigger options in the application. So one is where you have to have your phone in your hand. The second is where you keep the phone in your pocket, and the third is hands-free. There are a number of ways you can do it hands-free, and which is explained in the explanation. So for example, one is where you have to use a certain thing in order for you not to touch the phone, but there is also an interesting way where you do not even have to touch the phone. You can put the phone in your pocket, or you can put the phone on your lap, and just by the movement of your body it gets triggered. So that's a very interesting feature that this application has. The the best part and the interesting thing that I found of this application is it ends completely clean. There is a rock solid fail safe option which ensures that the spectator, even when they try to backtrack it, there is no evidence at all. There is such a high level security. I cannot go into details, but the spectator won't able to backtrack the entire thing, even if they get a sense of how it is done, which they won't. But even if they do, they won't be able to backtrack the entire thing. So it is such a rock solid cleanup that is included in the application. Now, coming to how you basically you need to pair the spectator's phone to your phone, right? Now, the very innovative thing this person has done is there is no Bluetooth connection, there is no physical pairing that is done. The pairing is done in a very discreet way. There is no NFC or nothing. It is done in a very unique and a very discreet way. So basically you touch the phone only once just to make the prediction, and at that time you pair their phone with your phone. And mind that there is no Bluetooth. Even if they check the Bluetooth history, they won't get any kind of proof over there, because it does not connect through Bluetooth, it does not connect through NFC or Wi-Fi or anything. It uses a very unique method which I can't go into it right now, but when you will get your hands on it, you will be amazed by how crazy this method is. Never heard of this method. It's a very new thing. Now this works on both Android and iPhone. Your phone and also the spectator's phone can be of any model of phone. It can be iPhone or it can be Android. It works. It is compatible with all the platforms. Now there are very interesting input methods as well, which is covered in the tutorial, and which is included in the application. So in some routines you have to input something, so that is also there. And even you can do the same thing in the customizations. You can customize your own routines, and you can share your routines with other fellow Enlighta users, and you can take their routines as well. There are options for that as well. Even the customization has a lot of good features in it, like I already mentioned, the setting the timing of the light, setting the number of time the light blinks, and how you want to trigger the application. There are multiple trigger options. Actually, there are multiple trigger options, and this is what I like about Enlighta is you can trigger it through your phone. You can trigger it remotely. You can trigger it through, like I said, the motion of your body. And I have the creator told me that they are also trying to implement triggering the application with your Apple Watch. And yeah, there are multiple trigger options, and the best thing is you can pair with more than one phone at a time, so that you can trigger each and every phone. And the creator told me there is an upcoming update with this application, or maybe it can be an entirely new effect that will be launched, where you can control the entire audience's flashlight. So that's how crazy that. And yeah, with the one which I'll be performing right now, you can set the flashlight to give some codes. For example, you ask someone to think of a playing card, and the flashlight itself reveals the value of the playing card and their suit. So I'm going to perform a very basic demonstration of one of the routines possible with Enlighta. There are a whole bunch of routines that you can do with it. Like I said, the possibilities are endless, but this is one of the routines which the creator himself performs. So I'm going to demonstrate it to you right now, and you can see how crazy the application is. Okay, now imagine you have a deck of cards and you give it to the spectator and you ask them to give them a quick mix. Okay, now while they are shuffling the pack of cards, you borrow their phone. You borrow their phone and tell them that you can make a prediction. You're going to open an image which will be a prediction which we are going to look after some time. All right, now you're going to take their phone and you're going to tell them you're going to open Google Images and you're going to make a prediction right over there. Perfect, done. Let's say this. There you go. Now you're going to take the phone. You can either lock it and place it somewhere, or you can just take it and put it face down on the table. I'm going to place it right over there. Now you're going to take the pack back from them and you're going to ask them to touch any one of the cards. You're going to ask them to select a playing card. Okay, if they are going to choose this playing card and they're going to look at it, then remember it, they're going to put back on the deck, in the deck, and they're going to shuffle it. Okay, now you don't even need the deck anymore because the information is in their mind right now. Now you're going to tell them that your thoughts are just like frequencies or energies. Now one of the energies that we have around us is light, that is everywhere. So we're going to try to play with that energy, your thought as a form of that energy, that is light. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your phone, okay, and you're going to switch on the flashlight just like this. There you go. Okay, you're going to tell them that imagine you are transferring your thought to this light, okay, as a form of energy. Now you take their phone from the table, or the phone can be even on the table. You don't even have to touch it. Just for the case of this demonstration, I'm going to take the phone and I'm going to show it to you just like this. Okay, now look at this light and think you're transferring your thought from your mind to the light over here, and watch what happens. If I just tap over here, the light gets transferred, your thought gets transferred from my phone to your phone. Now this light is going to tell you exactly what your card is, and you haven't even said me what the card, you haven't told me what the card is, right? Now think of the value of your card. Ace is 1, 2 is 2, 3 is 2, 3, and so on. Now think of your playing card, think of the value of your playing card, and look at the number of times the light tells you what your card is. Okay, just like that. It's 1, 2, and 3, and okay, so it's a 3. So just confirm, is your card value a 3? They say yes. Now let's focus on the suit of the cards. So for example, spade is a 1, heart is a 2, club is a 3, and diamond is a 4. Now focus on the value of your card and let's see how many times the light blinks. Just like that. 1. Okay, that blinked just once, which tells me your card is a spade. Am I right? So is your card the 3 of spade? And the light goes off automatically, and you ask them to pick their phone from the table and look at the prediction that you made, and which is indeed the 3 of spade. There you go. So that's one of the very powerful things that this effect does. Let me just repeat it one more time and let's see if we get any other value. Okay, so we're going to try it one more time because I really love performing this. So we'll try it one more time. Okay, you ask them to choose a playing card from the deck, as in call out stop. They stop at this playing card, they look at this card, they remember it, they keep this card value and suit in their mind. You take your phone out and you tell them they will switch on the flashlight just like this. Perfect. Now imagine your card is a form of energy and you're projecting your energy on this flash over here. Okay, now you take their phone, you don't even have to touch their phone, just point out to their phone. This, for this case, I'm going to take the phone and show it to you. Now imagine this light, your thought gets transferred from this phone to this phone, just like that. Now this is crazy. I love when it does this. Now imagine this light is going to tell you what your card is. Now focus on the number of diamond blinks. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, which tells me your card is a 10. The value is a 10. Am I right? Now focus on the suit. 1 is a spade, 2 is a heart, 3 is a club, and 4 is a diamond. Look at the number of diamond blinks. What's this? 1, 2, 3, and 4, which tells me your card is indeed a diamond, which is a 10 of diamond. Am I right? Now watch this. If I blow on this, the light just goes off. And like I said, I had already predicted something on your phone. They can pick their phone from the table themselves without you even touching the phone, and you show it. You have indeed predicted the 10 of diamonds beforehand. So this is a very interesting thing. This is the best, actually the best routine. My preference is this routine because I mostly like to do mentalism, mostly mentalism. So this is a kind of a very interesting presentation that you can work with. So just excuse my patter because I haven't worked on much of the patter. I'm still working on it, but you get the rough idea of what this does, right? And this is interesting. This is crazy. So there are a whole lot of bunch of things that you can do with Enlighta. Now there is also a very interesting feature in the application where you get into the routine very seamlessly. Like I said, you can create your own routines in the application, and for example, the routines are numbered from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have a bunch of routines. You don't even have to go inside the application and manually select the routine that you need to do. There is a very interesting swipe feature where you can just by taking out your phone from your pocket, you can just immediately go into the routine, which is a very interesting thing that is included in the application. There is also API compatibility where you can integrate other applications with Enlighta so that you can seamlessly go into any other routine if you want from immediately after you perform Enlighta. So that feature is also there. How practical is it? You saw the level of things that this can do, right? So it's highly practical. It's completely practical and it's very easy to do, and it's everything is self-explanatory. But still, if you have any doubts, you can contact the creator and he is willing to help you out with all your doubts. And since he himself created the application, he knows the application in and out. So yeah, so that is a very big advantage. You can directly contact the creator and learn directly one-to-one from him. So the pros and cons. We're moving into the pros and cons. So to the number of pros are a lot more than the cons. The cons are very limited. So the best thing about this is the versatility of this. Now you can do it hands-free. You can do it either by keeping the phone on their hand. You can also keep both the phones on their hands if you want, because you are anyway doing it completely hands-free. Otherwise, what you can do is you can take the phone and place it on your hand, but without even doing any motion or something like that, just a movement of your hand, or the phone can be in your pocket, just a movement of your legs or your body. You can control the application. So the triggers are very interesting. That is a very big pros of this application, and it is very, very versatile. Now the second pro is it has 0 footprints. Like I already mentioned in the beginning, that it completely cleans the entire thing so that it does not the spectator cannot backtrack the entire method. And the most important thing was which I liked, was a security feature, so that even if the spectator somehow goes into that lines, they won't be able to, they are completely blocked from that side, so they won't be able to figure out the method even if they want to. So it is kind of a fail-safe cleanup that is included in the application, which is quite interesting. And the another pro is there is no physical pairing that's going on, no Bluetooth, no Wi-Fi, nothing, and the pairing is a completely revolutionary method. You touch the phone only once, right, when you pair, and even then the action is justified. You're making a kind of a prediction, or even in the action of showing or turning their flashlight on, you're just borrowing their phone and you're turning the flashlight on, or you're showing something, which is the method actually, which I cannot explain it to you, but it is completely justified you touching the phone only once. After that, you do not even have to touch the phone. Even for the cleanup, it happens automatically. Like I said, there are multiple controls. You can do it manually. Manual options are there. You can do it remotely using a physical remote, or you can do it with your body, or and yeah. And another pro is that you can connect this with more than one cell phone, so that you create a routine where you are controlling multiple phones. I think this is something that is completely a brand new method, where you pair multiple phones at one time and you control the light of multiple phones at one time. So the only con is that you have to have internet connection in order for this to work. That's the only con, and I think this con is understandable, because even the other applications like Inject, Wikitest, it all uses internet. So yeah, this is something that you need to perform where you have good internet connection, and that is the only thing that that according to me is a very small con. Now there are so many things that can be mentioned for Enlighta, and I have all good things to say about it. There are so many things that I could not even remember it, so I have just listed it down. So basically, a very important thing was Enlighta does not use any shortcuts or app clips. It uses an entire revolutionary method to connect with the spectator's phone, and it is a native application that lies in your phone, from where you'll be able to control the spectator's flashlight. Enlighta does not have any compatibility issue. For example, if you have an iOS and the spectator has an Android, it seemingly connects with it and the entire routine runs flawlessly. If you have an Android and the spectator is having an iPhone, same goes for that as well. It seamlessly connects with the spectator's phone, and you can run the routine flawlessly. Like I said, you can create routines in the application, right? So what you can do is you can focus more on the performance side of things, because everything happens from time to time automatically, and you can set the number of times or the time it takes for the flashlight to turn on and off, so you can focus on the choreography and performance, because the app does everything else for you. Now the connection itself, since it's not using any app clips or shortcuts or Bluetooth or anything, it connects in very less time, in a fraction of a second. It immediately connects with the application. The spectator's phone immediately connects. As soon as you do the prediction on the spectator's phone, it is immediately connected to your application. So the connection is it takes very short time for you to connect the spectator's phone to your phone. That's how fast it is. Now there are a lot of interesting routines already included by the creator. He shares with you a number of performance videos and also how to do that. And yeah, I missed this thing out. In the routine where you keep a prediction on the table, the best thing is that, and that's a very interesting feature that's added, you can show to the audience that you have locked their phone. When you can choose to or not to do that. I do not do that. I just keep it as it is face down. But there is also a feature where you can turn it over and you can show them that you have locked their phone and you keep it on the table. So that is also a very interesting thing that needed a mention about. And also, like I have already mentioned, there is an upcoming effect or maybe an application where you can control the entire audience's phone's flashlight in a single click of a button. So that is something that is in works, so looking forward to it. Now my final thoughts would be, this is something completely new. Although apps like this already existed, there is an application called R-Lite by Chris Torrent. I'm really sorry if I am pronouncing it very wrong. Where you can control the light on on your phone and maybe on the spectator's phone as well. But this takes it to another level. Although it is heavily inspired from that, but this takes it to another level, and routines that you can do, possibilities are completely endless. So my thoughts would be, get this. This is very interesting, and it's not that very expensive. It's on the lower side of the budget range, so it's quite affordable. So go get it. You can get it directly from the creator. I have the website link over there, and also the Facebook link that's over there, and even in description I have given the links to the performance videos and the purchase link as well. You can get it from there. And yeah, so I hope you got to learn something new from this video. I was very excited when I got this application, and I am really loving performing this and using this in my performance shows. So there you go, that was it. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, give this a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, click on the subscribe button and the bell button right beside it so that you do not miss any updates from my channel. And yeah, you can see the setup is completely new because I recently moved to a new location. But yeah, I'm working on improving the entire background as well, which I think I'll take some time to do that. In the meantime, this is the new background that you'll be seeing from time to time. And yeah, that was the video, guys. I'll see you again in the next. Bye bye.